The digestive system. The digestive system is a group of organs that work together to break the food down mechanically and chemically to its basic elements, to feed the entire body and to provide it with the energy necessary for all vital processes. The digestive system is a long tube with two openings, mouth and anus. This tube is made up of a series of hollow organs that are joined together to form the alimentary canal, which is also known as a digestive tract or the gastrointestinal tract. The major organs of the alimentary canal include mouth and oral cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. Alimentary canal organs cannot complete digestion and absorption without the accessory organs, which include the teeth, tongue, salivary glands, liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. Teeth and tongue aid in mechanical breakdown of food. The remaining organs or the glands, such as salivary glands, liver, gallbladder, and pancreas, help in chemical digestion by producing several types of secretions. For example, salivary glands and pancreas secrete the enzymes, and the liver secretes the bile. Without the proper functions of the accessory organs, the food will not be digested appropriately and consequently the food will not be absorbed. Why do we need to digest food? Digestion is an important process for converting food into substances called nutrients. These nutrients are delivered through the bloodstream to every cells in the human body to be used for energy, growth, and cell repair. To understand how digestion works, we need to know that the food we eat is categorized to six groups, including carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and water. While vitamins, minerals, and water exist in simple forms that can be easily absorbed, the carbohydrates, fats, and proteins are too complex to pass through the digestive tract, into the bloodstream, and then into the cells. Therefore, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats need to be digested mechanically and chemically. They need to be changed to the simple forms of nutrients so our cells can benefit from them. For example, carbohydrates, which represent polysaccharides such as rice and bread, need to be converted into monosaccharides. Proteins, which represent peptides such as meat and beans, need to be converted into amino acids. And fats as corn and olive oil need to be converted into fatty acids and glycerol. What is the difference between the mechanical and the chemical digestion? Mechanical digestion. This kind of digestion is achieved through a movement. For example, chewing the food and the contractions of the alimentary canal muscles, which is called peristalsis, contribute to mixing the food with secreted juices and moving it from one part to another in the digestive duct. Chemical digestion. The application of chemicals such as acids and enzymes to the food is essential in this kind of digestion. because these chemicals help breaking the food down into its basic components that the cells can absorb and use. How the wall of the alimentary canal is constructed to function effectively. There are four layers that construct the wall of our alimentary canal. The first layer is the mucosa. The second layer is a submucosa. The third layer is a muscular layer. The fourth layer is a serosa. The mucosa layer is the innermost layer that absorbs the nutrients. It touches the food which travels through the lumen. This layer is responsible for producing mucus, which plays an important role in protecting the alimentary canal from digesting itself. Mucosa also secretes other substances such as enzymes. The second layer is a submucosa layer that contains blood and lymphatic vessels. These vessels transport the nutrients to the surrounding tissues. The muscular layer consists of two layers of muscles as the small intestine or three layers of muscles as the stomach. These muscles contract in different directions to assist in mixing the food with the secreted juices and in moving it from one part to another in the digestive duct. The fourth and the last layer is a serosa, which is the outermost layer. It is important in protecting all the other layers. Now we will take a look at the primary functions of the digestive system. The process of digestion involves six major steps, which are ingestion, digestion, motility, secretion, absorption, and excretion. Ingestion: when we eat food, we actually ingest it. Ingestion means the act of taking the food through the mouth. Digestion: whenever the human ingests food, the digestion process begins in the digestive system. This kind of digestion involves the mechanical and chemical digestion. The mechanical digestion represents the physical breakdown of large pieces of food into smaller pieces, such as chewing and tearing the food. The chemical digestion is carried out through the use of chemicals such as the enzymes, which break the food down into small molecules. Motility includes mixing the food with the juices in the mouth, stomach, and small intestine, and then moving it to the next part of the alimentary canal. Swallowing is an example of this movement. Secretion: different types of associated glands, such as salivary glands, gastric glands, liver, pancreas, and intestinal glands, produce around 7 liters of digestive juices during the digestion process. These glands secrete the enzymes HCl, bile, and saliva into the lumen of the digestive system. Absorption: although stomach absorbs a small amount of water and alcohol molecules, the main absorption begins whenever the digestion is completed in the small intestine. Blood and lymphatic vessels in the intestinal wall pick up the nutrients and carry them to the body cells. Excretion: the digestive system expels the wastes, which represent the undigested and unabsorbed residues. This process is also called defecation. How long does it take to digest food? The time of digesting food depends on the individual circumstances, the age, and the gender. It has been found that women spend more time digesting food than men. The average time for digestion is from 6 to 8 hours, starting from the moment you eat until digesting food in the small intestine, while the average time for the transition through just the large intestine or colon is 40 hours.